This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Young Wei Koo going to get this one going. Off we go from South Philly. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Throwing to begin. It's Hurts. Incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He finds Devontae Smith. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
That's good.
Hurts finding Smith, and an Eagle 1st down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Great, set. The man who spent his first 6 seasons as a Giant, Saquon Barkley. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That one's down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a third down.
There defensively.
Great. 180. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time.
Incomplete.
And that'll set up fourth down. So on fourth down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Scrimmage on their first play of the game.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And this a slight improvement over the previous play. They're going to lose yardage. They're not gaining any either. It's third down.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. First and second down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a third and long. We'll see if they try something else.
Out of the gun, third down. It's Dart. Over the middle and taken in. He's got it. They get 20 on the connection. First down, Giants.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Neighbors in motion. On play action, it is Dart. Forced out wide. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play. And good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hawkinson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
On third down, here is Dart. And that is incomplete.
All right, so in these third and short, third and mediums, we're kind of seeing teams around the league, Mike, kind of start shifting to more of a run-down philosophy where they say, okay, even if we don't pick it up, we still have fourth down. So many teams around the league are playing with that philosophy. In this case, they keep it in the air, falls incomplete, just brings up a challenging fourth down decision.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Caught Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
180.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught by Smith on the right side.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On third down, it's Hurts. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. They'll run it here with Saquon. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
They'll pitch it to Barkley. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back, and they get him down for no gain. From the 35, it's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hurts using the bomb pass. That one not disguised too well. He'll get back to the line. That's it.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
To throw on second down is Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
And he'll take this one in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
Second down throw for Hurts. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up third down now.
Let's go. Trip.
Here's Hurts. That's complete. Tight end got it. And the Eagles are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
Eagles, first down.
A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up first and goal. Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal.
Great. Set.
Now it's Hurts. That is caught to the goal line and in. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is second TD catch of the season. Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles move out on top, 14-0.
14. Giants, nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Short kick taken at the 17. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on first and 10. The throw is Dart. He's got the tight end. That's Greg Dulcich. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Giants first down.
Now it's Tracy looking to run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Try again. It's second and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
Throwing is Dart. Forced to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Out to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Here's Jamie Gillen on now. He's on for the second time. We'll try to get something inside the 10. Oh, that is terrific. Out of bounds, inside the 5-yard line.
4-yard line.
He'll start on the ground with Barkley. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Tackle made at his own 9-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. Once again, it's Barkley. And he's going to pick up a first down. Nice run to the 18-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, Man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
A first down throw for Hurts. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. He's close to a first down. A gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Brings up second and
Ball on the 27. Here's second and 1. Now give on the ground, and he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Brown comes to get the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
It is third and long.
180, 180.
Hurts now. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. So no 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the give, it's Tracy. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
A gain there of 11. That's good for a Giants first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Giants.
On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Mitchell on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9 at the Eagles' 42-yard line.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Here's a 2nd and 9. Neighbors in motion. A carry here for Tracy. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. First down, Giants.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Giants.
Here's Hawkinson in motion. They'll run, and this is Cam Scatterberg. Look at this, right to the 20-yard line. That is Cooper DeJean in there for the stop.
4 yards on the pickup.
Here's 2nd and 6. On the ground, here's Tracy. And they'll get him down inside inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Giants first down. First and goal, New York.
Ready, set. Set. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Tracy. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Second and goal.
So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. The clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break.
60 Eagles, crap ball 80. Let's go.
They'll go with him again. And he turns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter.
Here we go. Half the 60, half the 60. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They'll try to run this one in. Good blocking, and he's in. Tracy. Touchdown, New York. Younghoe Koo now for the extra point.
Younghoe Koo lining up for the point after.
He knocks it through. And the Giants are on the board. It's now 14-7.
14. Giants 7. Younghoe Koo.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, here is Ainias Smith. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And he is out of bounds at the 45. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, 73.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. One's complete to the rookie wide receiver from Southern California. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the 39, here's a first and 10.
180.
Hurts working in the pistol. He'll get that out to Barkley. And he can't get away. They rallied him the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Second and 10 at the 39-yard
So
line.
we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 38-yard line.
Look up the crowd, and here's Tracy on first down. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. N'Kobe Dean in on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
From the 41. Here's second down and 7. They'll run with Tracy. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he will have a Giants first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. And they convert on 3rd and inches.
First down, 2 yards.
They'll motion the slot man right. They'll go play action here with Dart. That one to the sideline and incomplete. And a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. Dart going to throw here on second down. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
Out of the gun. Third down. It's Dart. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's good for a Giant first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's Hawkinson in motion. A run here with Tracy on second down. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 15. First down, Giants.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9. Second and a yard. Off the bootleg, here is Dart. Now he'll run it. And the Giants have got a first and goal. He is out of bounds at the 4.
And the Giants first down. First and goal, Giants.
Here's a run. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
On second and goal, they'll give him another shot. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Third and goal. stop him for no gain. And now it's 4th and goal.
That third down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown. So they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jackson Dart, touchdown, Giants. On is Koo for the point after. He's got it, and the Giants will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Here's Smith to return it. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
No, touch. Trimmer. No,
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. Here's down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
No touch.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Set to kick off.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 22-yard line.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. You talk about this Giant defense. Coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Here's Hurts to throw. And the man is Tucker. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down. The Eagles at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 47.
Up
the middle with Barkley. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the Giants' 41-yard line.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Barkley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Complete. Smith has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
And it's caught. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Good, set.
They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Good, set.
Barkley is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together. On play action, here's Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
And the Giants 1st down.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. 19, 18.
Off the bootleg, it's Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That's another Giants 1st down. A gain of 12. 1st down, Giants.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Youngway Koo set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Throwing is Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Running left, it's Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
From the 44, Hurts. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
The Eagles on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. And he is caught. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
A gain of 12. First down, New York.
To throw is Dart. Trying to stretch the field with Schultz. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there for the Giants. 65 yards.
New York.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Tyrone Tracy with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
Eagles 7. Youngway Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. And we'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds it again, Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Saquon Barkley with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second, we do have a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own.
Looking to put a drive together. Here's Dart. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
2nd and 10. Dart going to look to throw here. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll go again with Tracy. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
From the gun, here's Dart. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
In motion goes Schultz. To the air, Dart. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. Catch made by Slayton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. Returning it, here's Hamler. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Dart. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Dart. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A gain of 12. And the Giants first down.
On the give, it's Tracy. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing, Dart. This one is Slayton over the middle. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. Stays on his feet. And the Giants are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now it's Tracy. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Right back to Tracy. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Play fake, and here's Dart. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
New York.
A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On the ground, here comes Tracy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Zach Bond there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the Eagles' 39-yard line.
Throwing his Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors. So the completion good for 7 there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing his Dart. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Here's Dart. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
New York.
Scatterboo. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Cam Scatterboo, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Eagles 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially. But you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Hurts. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And this one's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he rifles one incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Hurts to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On the run is Tracy. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Dart going to give to Scatterboo. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On third down, here's Scatterboo. Try! And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 12-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Working out of the gun is Dart. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to stretch out their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Hurts sets up to throw it. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll try and do this himself. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now he's going to step up and run. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Ready up.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. Fighting him off. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
19 Tigers.
A give, it's Scatteroo. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. And they get the guard, John Runyon. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Here we go. Cougar nice.
But he finds his target, it's Schultz. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll start on the ground with Scatteroo. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here.
Cooley knocks this one through the post. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that, and he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line.
And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. This whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Touchdown. John Mechie from 10 yards out. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Elliott good with a PAT. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Eagles 21. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Not the longest kick return, but it counts all the same. And the Giants are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
40, Eagles 21.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
There he goes, right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, 70 yards. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And now it's blocked. And the Giants have got it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I rarely question anyone's effort on the field. But normally you give up a touchdown like that, a long-distance play, there's usually not a lot of resistance on the extra point. In this case, though, boy, they bowed their backs and got after it, didn't they?
A little revenge. Nicely done.
Yeah, way to go. Get in there, block it, and show them that they're still fighting.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First down. A gain of 12. And the Giants first down.
On play action, here's Dart. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
Now a second and 10. Able to locate his man Slayton on an out route. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
On the set. Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 60.
An inside run with Scattergood. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
He'll try to do it himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To the air, Dart. He'll duck this off to Scattergood. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Dart. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
60 license, 60 license.
First down, here's Scatterboard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
To throw now, Dart. He'll try and do this himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Brian Burns. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Here's 1st down.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
He'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League. But fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.